Hey guys, so the official Twitter account has just tweeted out Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's preview along with his information. We didn't actually get his info in the reveal and stuff, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at everything here. We're going to talk about what teams he's good on. Obviously he's going to be good on all his teams, but I want to see what he's able to do. I haven't looked at anything yet. I haven't looked at his kit. I haven't looked at what he's able to... I haven't looked at his animations. I don't know what he's going to do. I have no idea. This is completely my first impressions here, so let's go ahead and jump in right away. I'm going to shut up and we'll watch the thing.
Yeah, that's the spot. This ends now. Disappear! Ah! You big dummy! Too slow! General, it's time we put an end to Big Bang! Too slow! Here I come! 100 times, Big Bang Kamehameha! Now that's what I call a fight.
Okay, it's a pretty long LF animation. All right, so let's see if we can break down what he's... I don't know what this is. This is a cover change? A blast cover change, I guess? So he has blast armor on a strike card. That's something we know already, right? This is pretty obvious. He's going through the blasts with his strike attack. Actually, no, that's not a strike attack. That's, let me just see. That, I guess, is his green card right there. Yeah, the knockback. That has to be green, and then you could chain into it. But that is his strike attack right here. His strike attack does have blast armor right there, you could tell. So his green card does a knockback. You could chain into it. That's good to know. And then it looks like, what else does he do here? It's a clash. This is his blue card, so just a Big Bang coming out. That's cool. And then this is his ultimate. This is this entire animation. So this starts. Hold on. Let's just think. This starts at 23 seconds. It's legitimately 30 seconds. It looks really cool. So I imagine the ultimate would end here if it's not going to be an LF. I guess. And then this is when it would go into the LF, right? He goes into the 100 times Big Bang Kamehameha. He does like the flips and then the zigzag maneuver, like whatever he wants to do. Yeah, this looks really good. I love this animation a lot. Okay. So there we go. Omega is dead, and then this is his windscreen right here. Looks pretty good, definitely. All right, so let's go take a look at his actual details here. So this is Legends Limited, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. He is green. He is a defense type. Okay. I don't... Let me actually just double check. Do we have a defense type LF unit? I don't think we do. So Legends Limited. I don't think any Piccolo? Piccolo's defense type. Is he the only one? Piccolo, I know, no, this guy might be... No, he's melee. Yeah, I think Piccolo is the only defensive type Legends Limited unit we have. So this is going to be the second one ever. Interesting. So he's... yeah, this is what I was saying with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, where he's going to be on a billion teams, right? Saiyans, Fusion Warriors, GT. So obviously... you want him to be good on GT. This is the main, point of the celebration. Is this is a GT-centric celebration. So to go with the theme, you would like him to be good on GT. In all realism, people are mostly going to be using him on Fusions and Saiyans, probably. So what I would want to see out of this kit before we even look at it is I'd want to see some specific things that make him be really good on GT. So here we go. Applies the following effects itself when battle starts. 60% of damage inflicted cannot be cancelled. Reduces the next damage sustained by 50%. Cannot be cancelled. Okay, so this is just off the bat. So the first hit he takes, or the first combo he takes, will be reduced by 50%. He nullifies in normal conditions. That's just forever. Cool. It's literally just like the Vegeta Blue thing. Applies the following effects to self when this character enters the battlefield. Restores ki by 30. Okay. 50% of damage inflicted, so he's at 110% already. Okay. Reduces damage received by 30%, so he's taking 80% less damage for the first hit. Nullifies attribute downgrades for 15 timer counts, and then nullifies unfavorable element factors for damage sustained for 15 timer counts. Activates 3 times. Okay. That's the first page. Second page is has a special cover change that knocks enemies back to long range if a cover change is performed against their strike or blast attack. Activates twice. So that is literally UI Goku. That's the exact same mechanic that UI Goku has. It doesn't say it's chainable with anything, so I imagine it's not. While this character is on the battlefield, applies the following effects to self when causing a character with a revives when health reaches 0 effect to revive. So, this is basically endurance. When this character is on the battlefield, applies the following effects to self causing. So whenever he pops an enemy unit's endurance mechanic, he gets 20% health back, and he gets 2 Dragon Balls. Okay. And then the Z ability is Tag GT, Fusion Warrior, or Saiyan's Base Strike and Blast Defense. So it's both defenses for all these. That's pretty good. He sounds like he's going to be pretty defensive. I mean, getting ki back, he's going to be getting a ton of damage. He's not going to be taking any abnormal conditions, so like no paralysis, no feints. And then nullifies attribute downgrade is pretty good as well. This is definitely not everything for his kit. We have a lot to say that we haven't, like, we don't know what his ultimate does, we don't know what his blue card does, we don't know what all of his uniques are. This is just a fraction of what we're going to see for him. But from what I'm seeing off the bat, I mean, keep in mind, 110% damage inflicted is really good. That's a lot. My only worry, after seeing this, what he's able to do, my only concern is the fact that he's classified as a defense type means that he's inherently going to have lower stats for offense. So let's just take a look. I'm going to pull up, is it possible to filter? Yeah, defense type. Okay, so let's just take a look, right? So Bergamo, he has the highest stats as a defensive type. So just for example, we'll go to 14 stars, Bergamo. So you know, these stats aren't bad, right? 236k versus 239k. Let's just go to, I don't know, a melee type unit. Melee type here. And we'll pick, I want to pick an LF unit, that's kind of unfair. We'll pick 17, right? He's fairly new. So the difference that I'm talking about is, while Bergamo has 239,000 blast for his main offensive stat, Android 17 is almost 20,000 higher, or he's at like 14,000, 15,000 higher with his strike attack, so his main offensive stat. So my worry is that with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta being classified as a defense type, he might have a little bit lower offensive stats, which isn't a problem. It's just we'll see how they deal with that. But he does a lot of damage coming in. He has a lot of defense. He's going to take 80% less damage for the first attack. So if you want to save him to get rushed, he will eat the hell out of a Rising Rush, and he'll live with like 100% of his health basically. But he seems pretty good to me, definitely. So let me just take a look at this team. So his teams are going to be Fusion Warriors, we have Saiyans, and GT. So nothing so far that we've seen in his kit indicates that he's going to be getting any special buffs for being in a GT team. But green, right? So I talked about this in my other video a little bit, but the fact that Super 17 is green is a little bit annoying because of the fact that I feel like Super 17 is already a very solid option for GT. Probably one of, if not the best unit on this team. Clearly you can Zenkai buff this guy, or you can honestly just run them together. We do have the Yellow Nova Shenron coming out, so I said this in my other video too, but one of the setups you could do is you could do a green-green-yellow team with GT. You could do Super 17, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and then Nova. And then Gogeta would be receiving the Zenkai ability from Super 17 here. But I mean, this team's being rounded out. We have 2 EXs coming out for this team as well. We have Super 17 and Super Baby 2. We have both Ice and Nova Shenron. So this team, in terms of Z abilities, I imagine is going to be much better off. We're getting 5 new units for this team. They're all buffing GT. So I imagine if if you're somebody who's coming into the anniversary with not that many options for GT, this is going to help you a lot to be able to run this team. Saiyans, I mean, is this guy really going to be better than Super Saiyan 3? Probably not. But I feel like he could be a solid option for Saiyans. He doesn't buff... Does he buff Saiyans? He does buff Saiyans. Both defenses too. He's buffing the same stats as this guy too. That's pretty funny. He's like the go-to green Saiyan you would use on Saiyans. I don't really know any other green units you would really use on here. I mean, Goku Black, not really. So if you don't have this guy Zenkai'd and you pull this guy, maybe you can go ahead and pull for a dupe of him from the free Legends, well, not the free, but the step up that gives you Legends Limited Z power, get this guy to 3 stars and throw him on a Saiyan team. He'd actually probably be pretty good. Fusion Warriors, I think green is a very nice option for this team. Kefla is still pretty solid, and I think this Gotenks, again, I said this before, I think he's pretty underrated. By the way, also this guy's a defense type. But I think, you know, in terms of a color that this team really wanted, I think green was up there. Yellow, they didn't really need a new one. I think this guy's still really good. Blue, I feel like maybe they could have used a new blue, but Vegito's still really good. This guy's going to get a Zenkai at some point. Oh yeah, by the way, what I wanted to mention before about this Vegito is I think one of the facts that reasons why they made him green was one of the reasons why I don't think they announced the Zenkai for this Vegito is because he's green. And if they would have announced this guy getting a Zenkai, let's go back to Vegito for a second. If they announced the fact that this guy's getting a Zenkai, he would like automatically just invalidate Gogeta. Because if you were gonna see this guy Zenkai 7 running around, it would really, really deter you from wanting to run Gogeta, I think, and that's probably the reason why they didn't talk about this guy getting a Zenkai yet. But I do think it's coming at some point, pretty soon. But I think green is a pretty good option for this fusion team. So overall, I'm pretty excited to see what this guy's able to do. His full kit should be revealed within the next, 20 hours or so. So I will be doing videos on all of these guys, so stay tuned for that. Let me know down below what you guys think about sort of like the little preview we got for his kit. For his abilities and his animations too. They're pretty good. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you all in the next one.